We meet again. How's it going, driver? This morning we're gonna run over and unload this lumber that we brought in last week, and then we're gonna reload exactly what we did last week. A 65-foot load to Vancouver, Washington one more time. That's gonna be all right. Gonna be a nice, easy ride. Kind of makes for an easy week. The other thing I've got that was just like last week is a reload of lumber. Just like that. Coming right back to you know where. So I've got my whole loop planned out this week. That's actually a big stress reliever because, you know, most times I go to some place, I don't know how I'm getting home, and I just got to kind of work it out. But all the pieces fell together just right this week, and I've got a full loop already planned. So now the only thing is to figure out how to make it different than last week for the video, for you guys. I plan on taking the same routes. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, let's go get this unloaded and reloaded. And we're gonna take off for Vancouver tomorrow morning. My name is Jupiter. I drive a truck. I own the truck I drive, and that's why I called my company Jupiter Trucking. Join me, and I'll take you along on some of the different things I end up doing to make a buck with a truck. So I've driven the truck about 5 miles today, and I can tell you one of the things I fixed over the weekend is pretty cool. I had this squeak. I couldn't really hear it in real life, but it sure showed up on the videos, and it's gone. It just sounds like a truck in here now, instead of like a beached seal. It was very annoying, but it's nice and quiet now. Nice.
I heard you had a YouTube channel.
I do, man. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the guys I know, he saw it on YouTube and said, "Hey, do you know Jupiter?" I go, "Yeah, he's a cool fucker."
I don't think you've been on here yet, but hey, look, hey everybody, look who's here. What's up, Junior? Thanks, man.
What else you got?
I've got about a 300-yard deadhead. I can do that. What's up?
You loop around.
Oh, okay. Come in the other way.
Come up the fence, throw what you're facing. That way.
Okay. All right. No problem. All done. Hey, there's Dustin. We're gonna meet Dustin sometime. He's going to Vancouver also, but he's leaving today. We were gonna run together this week. Maybe next week. All loaded up. Time to go get the truck washed. This thing's looking pretty buggy. Look at this. Progress. Very important. Time to go to work. We've got about a 9 or 10 hour drive today. No problem. We've got about 13 feet of overhang. I'll put my oversized signs on when I get to the Oregon border. Never really found the written rule for Oregon when you need signs and when you don't. In Washington, you need them if your load length is more than 61 feet. Less than 61 feet, you don't need oversized signs. This is 64 and a half. So I will need oversized signs in Washington. Like I said, Oregon, I've never really been able to find the exact law. Nevada, I don't need them until there's like 15 feet of overhang or something like that. It's easy to find over width rules, but over length rules are pretty vague and hard to find. So we just kind of wing it half the time, to be honest with you. And it works out just fine. No one bothers you. Let's hit the road. Well, I want to say a little something about permit systems for oversized loads. Every state is different. I'm dealing with 3 states this trip: Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. Now, Oregon just went to a new system. They used to do everything manually, and sometimes in the summer, during peak season, it would take 3 and 4 days to get a permit, which is unacceptable. So they went to a new, mostly automated system that should cut most of that time down in half unless it needs to be reviewed. But it's not exactly easy. And we just spent an hour on the phone with an Oregon analyst, redoing the routing and checking all that out. Oregon's not really expensive, about $8 for a state permit. But if you get off the state highways onto county roads, then it's $8 per county as well. So they get you. Washington is not terribly difficult for oversized permits, but the rules are completely different than Oregon and much simpler. And for Nevada, they're completely different than Oregon and Washington and simpler. So all in all, just because I have this load that I have, it'll probably cost me in the range of $55 just in permits for Oregon and Washington. However, the Washington permit is good for 30 days. So it depends on how many loads I can cram into the 30 days. Fun. I think it's time to call it a day. We've made it to our destination for tonight. This same little park I was at last week that I stopped at in Portland. It's a nice little spot. It's been one of those days, you know, on paper, everything looks good. Truck ran great. Weather was beautiful. No problems, no delays, other than some construction, but there's just enough that kind of goes on to kind of just get you, make you want to go out and cut firewood. relieve some stress. Yeah, like hitting every red light across town. That'll do it to you. So just today, we painted the Peterbilt. We got the first coat of a beautiful new color on there, and the guys all got it ready to go, ready to sit for a day or two and just cure and cook inside the paint booth. And they left, and then one of these little micro burst windstorms came up out of nowhere and completely shredded the paint booth.
Kind of hard to tell with the sun, but this is all tubing. And then the tube completely ripped. And then the middle, no, this one down, this one is the tubing completely ripped. See the tubing completely ripped. Oh, see anything ripped on this side, but it is laying on the truck. Back around. It's almost disconnected.
Deflated it, killed it. I believe it's destroyed. I don't think it's fixable. And that helped. So we're gonna have to reassess here in a day or two. We'll have some updates later. All right, I'm done. I'm going to the truck. See you guys. And we'll do it again tomorrow. Woohoo! Morning. I woke up and decided, screw it. Let's go do this. Doing a quick walk around on the truck. You know what? It's raining. Thank you, Portland. I needed that. When I washed the truck the other day, that was not on the forecast that I saw. So, at least we had a clean truck for a day. Not gonna walk down that. All right, let's go get dirty. We're about 20 minutes from the job site. This paint booth tearing up has really kind of kept me awake a little bit last night. I have some ideas of what we're gonna do rather than buy a new paint booth. I don't want to get too close to the truck, it's pretty loud. So now I want to hurry up and get home and get this thing fixed, straightened up. Or at least try, get this truck finished. All right, let's go to the job. Tried to catch the welcome to Washington sign as I came across the river, but it's so rainy and misty I couldn't even see it. Yeah. Fucking fine. Oh, it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. Oh, no shit. Wow. Yeah, those are getting more after me, and it's got that's green painted after me. And but for my with him, talking to Jenny, the other guy, you know, everything's a little pretty. Oh, gotcha. Oh, fuck. Oh, no shit. I picked up a. Take a little tour of the building here. Need to unload on the other side. We're not running out of room in this little place. Oh, wait. Shit. It's so slippery I can barely steer. Break the wheels, just slide to turn, slide to turn. Ooh, tensions are high out here today. A lot of people are a little snippy and a little snappy. It's crowded, people are slow, and people are mad. All right, I want to get done. I'll be right back. That wasn't too bad. Things kind of calmed down once the other guys left. It's kind of quiet here right now. So, and they even asked for some more hard hat stickers, so I handed out a few more of those. Now we're gonna go fight traffic and get wood. So right here, Portland, south of Portland, was the end of the Oregon Trail. The pioneers spent months and months on the trail, getting all the way out here through the desert, and they get all the way to Portland, and then it's raining, and then there's traffic, and then they just quit. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to go any farther either. I don't want to go any further today. No wonder this is the end of the Oregon Trail. You can't get anywhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna get in front of this guy here. It's been a hectic morning. I told you guys last night that the paint booth that the Peterbilt is in is destroyed. The truck was just painted and the paint was relatively wet. The guys came out today and there's no saving the paint booth, so we just split it down the middle and peeled it off each side so as not to drag the truck out from underneath a rag. And we did remarkably well. One of the guys told me I should go play the lottery. Very little damage, a little dirt, a little dust on some of the fresh paint, but just a couple little pieces that are gonna have to be repaired, and it's in really good shape. Wow. That is quite a relief. And we're gonna pull the truck out of the booth and I'm gonna build a redneck paint booth over the weekend. I'll have to show you what I've got in mind, but we're gonna make it happen. We are this close. We are so close to being done with the paint part of this truck. That's been going on for so long that we can't stop now. So stay tuned. This, I swear, it's Jay's ghost is haunting me on this. We're back. That's some good looking wood. We're all done with work for the day. Now we just drive. That's the easy part. And it turned into another beautiful day. Very much of it, just a corner. It's okay. We're gonna be fine. This isn't a bad view from a rest area at all. Today's over. We stopped for the night about an hour north of Reno, a couple more hours in the morning, and we'll be home. Today was a better day than yesterday. After the catastrophe of the paint booth that the Peterbilt is in, we got it apart. We cut the paint booth down the middle and just opened it like a baked potato, and then cut the walls out and pulled the Peterbilt out with the forklift, and now it's sitting out in the sun. So it's sitting out in the sun baking. The damage wasn't too bad, thankfully. Some dirt on the hood, a couple little scuff marks on the hood, some scuff marks on the top of the sleeper. Apparently it wasn't too bad at all, so I'm excited. We got the fenders painted today and the fairings painted today. Everything's just gonna kind of sit and cure over the weekend, and then I'm gonna build a little redneck paint booth. We'll see how that goes. That's my weekend project now. Not quite what I had in mind to do this weekend, but that's where we're at. See you guys. Boy, we missed a beautiful sunrise this morning. I was up and peeked out the windows, but wasn't gonna get dressed and run outside, take a picture of it. We're just about an hour and a half from home, not too far at all. Hopefully the rest of this trip goes good. It's 7:45 in North Reno, and it's time for our morning ritual. You know, this phenomenon obviously is not specific to Reno. Although in Reno, I can really kind of pinpoint when it happened, this traffic and the crowded everything. It happened about 10 years ago, right about the time Tesla came to town. And that USA Parkway area picked up. All of a sudden, the population of town seems to have doubled. And obviously without the roads being improved. And they are working on the roads improving here in Reno, and that's why there's traffic here right now. Road construction. But it's been going on for over a year now. But it's happening everywhere. It's really just amazing. No matter where you go, you are running into just crowded streets, stop and go traffic everywhere. It's discouraging. It's too bad. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer on this, but man, you spend so much time in traffic. Here we are. Slightly different angle this time because the sun is so low. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Now I have all day today and all day tomorrow to work. Yay! I can get out of the truck and I can actually get something done. Trucking is how we earn money, and home is where we spend money. The Peterbilt seems to have survived the paint booth. We just peeled the paint booth open like a baked potato, cut it all up, threw it away, and pulled the truck out enough to where I can get in there and rig something up for a new setup. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm not sure. We're gonna see. But this week was good. Quick trip to Vancouver, quick trip back, and now it's time to wrap this up. You guys want to see the truck real quick? Let me show you. Keep in mind, it's the first coat. There's still a lot of work to be done, but this is the color. The fenders are painted. They're in the shed over there. The color looks completely different depending on the lighting. And then there's that truck. So there it is. I don't really know how much longer the whole process is going to take before the paint is done and I start putting stuff back on it. But I hope it's pretty soon. It can't be more than a couple more weeks. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. All right, guys. Until next time, I appreciate it. Again, the comments are amazing. As soon as we get some more map stuff, we'll put some more map stuff on there. And I don't even know what I'm doing next week yet. Still too early. That's all right. I know what I'm doing this weekend. All right, guys. Have a good weekend, and we'll catch you next time. In the meantime, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. We'll catch you on the flip-flop.